Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me on Down the Rabbit Hole. This is a new playlist for me where we talk TV, movies, and entertainment. Today we're talking about season 2 of The Sinner. Just who is Julian and what is wrong with the town of Keller? If you're new to my channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications in the bottom corner so that you can get updated every time I post a new video. Let's jump into what happened on episode 1 of this new season of The Sinner. And for those of you who have not watched it yet, please make sure that you do because there are going to be some spoilers in this episode. Just who is Julian? This seemingly way too smart for his age 13-year-old boy could be anybody. It might be too early to tell just who or where he came from, but there's some theories out there, and I've got a few of my own too. Julian may be part of a cult where they're doing some sort of psychological study on him. It appears from some of his flashbacks that he is being treated for some sort of mental disorder by who I at first thought was a psychiatrist. It seems like it may be his mom, either that or that's her cover story as well. Now, him being in a study group would make sense because we see that both Adam and Mom are interested in analytical psychology and astrology. Now, analytical psychology believes in a form of consciousness called the shadow. And what do we see in Julian's flashbacks to his memory? A shadow creature. In analytical psychology, the shadow refers to an unconscious aspect of your own personality, which the conscious ego does not identify in itself. Either that or the entirety of the unconscious, i.e., everything of which a person is not fully conscious of. In short, the shadow is your dark side. In one of the flashback scenes, we see Vera telling Julian that when he sees the shadow knocking, not to close the door or keep it closed, but to let it in. So could they be experimenting with some sort of unconscious spiritual awakening? Maybe. The other things we see in this first episode that correlate with it being a cult are the stones over the eyes. Now, when Julian kills his quote-unquote parents, in the morning after that, he places stones on their eyes and puts them in some sort of positioning. Now, stones on the eyes we've seen in shows like Game of Thrones, we've seen in ancient European books, it's in a lot of Shakespeare's plays like Macbeth, and it actually started in Greek mythology with coins over the eyes. Now, stones over the eyes does not mean the same thing, I think, as coins over the eyes, but it may be that the stones were put over the eyes so that the soul could not re-enter the body. And we do hear Julian talking about the fact that the parents have to go back to the beginning. So is that the beginning of their consciousness? Is that hell, heaven, the underworld? I don't know. So let me know what you guys think about that as well, because they're definitely going back to the beginning of something. And I think the stones on the eyes show us that either their souls need to not escape from their body or that they can't re-enter them. Or it may be an offering to something in the underworld that would help them have their passageway through, which is one of the beliefs in Greek mythology. The other theory around Julian is that he was kidnapped by these quote-unquote parents and is either being taken to be killed, maybe sold, maybe taken for some kind of other experiment, or perhaps they're just helping him escape. But this theory doesn't hold up very well because A, the parents trust him a lot. You know, in the morning, they let him go to breakfast by himself. And in the car, he seems to trust them quite a bit, and he really does believe that they are taking him to Niagara Falls. There's a couple other things that just really don't fit into this theory, so I think we can pretty much throw that one out. I don't think that he was being kidnapped. I think they have too strong of a relationship. So I think whoever these people were that he killed, he's definitely known for a long time and believed that they were actually taking him to do something good. Now, I don't know what tipped him off to make him believe that they had to die, but I'm hoping that in some of the next episodes we get some more tidbits on just what it was and who it was these people were. In the first episode of season 2, we see Harry return to Keller, only to let us in on a new bit of evidence that the town of Keller may have some sort of bad juju from the days of its evangelical Mormon beginnings. A flashback to a fire scene shows that Harry's mom may have burned down their house when he was a child, coupled with Cora's strange possession 15 years prior, and now the strange poisoning of Julian's quote-unquote parents, this small town is just full of bad omens. In evangelical beliefs, they believed that the Holy Spirit drew sinners in. So if the town of Keller is drawing in sinners to reach their salvation, I think we're going to see some more sinners appear and potentially some more bad things happen to them along the way. If you've got a theory, a question, or a comment you want me to cover next time, let me know in the comments below, and make sure you're subscribed for more theories, reviews, and reactions. I'm Alice Ford, and this is Down the Rabbit Hole.